Welcome, thank you so much for being here. We're gonna do a timeless collective reading. So whenever this reading finds its way to you is the right time. But keep in mind, it's a general reading, so see what signs, symbols, messages, and energies resonate for you in your particular situation. Hopefully help to bring you some clarity on whatever you're wondering. It could broaden your perspective, narrow your focus, help you see something with fresh eyes in a new way, in a new light. But in the end, always trust yourself, that divine inner guidance, it's inside of you, and try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition. So your decisions are sound, based in love, and for the highest greatest good of everyone, so we're all uplifted in love. Hope you guys like the setting today. I am quite literally in the middle of the water on a gigantic rock, and I almost took a big old plungeroo getting out here with my bag of cards. So I will do my best to stay balanced and dry. And that being said, let's begin the reading. We're going to start with the mindful messages today. Let's see what God's source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all. What is the opening message to be helpful and insightful for the collective right now, please? And thank you. Fuel. So this message is coming back for you guys. So it's about fueling your energy, filling up your spiritual gas tank with good, nutritious things that liven up your energy. It's doing things that you love, pursuing things that you love, putting your thoughts into the vibration of peace, love, happiness, joy. So let's see, hold on, I need to find my glasses in this bag here. These are really tiny words. I enjoy doing things that fuel me. It feels great to do things myself. When I make sure I'm taking care of, I can better show up for those in my life and for the work that I do. So I am still getting that energy that some of you kind of feel like you're running on empty. Even if you get a day off, there's so much to do. It feels like, you know, your plate is just so full. And I feel like there's something really important that you want to have in on that. I see, like, you know, like when you have the pie, how much time you put in this area of your life, how much area or how much time this person gets, how much you put into your work, the homework, you know, the stuff after school, the laundry, the yoga, you know, personal space, going shopping, all that stuff trying to fit in your schedule. But there's something that you want to do and you're not getting to do it. So if you have no room, you need to make sure that this thing that you desire in your heart, or this person you want to spend time with, or this project you want to start working on has maybe not has a priority, whatever time you can give it. So I feel like you do need to schedule something in and make something a priority. It's like something's been on the back burner for too long. And if this thing that you've been putting off is just you getting some space to do nothing, to just take care of yourself, give yourself a little bit of a break, even just a nap, and you have to schedule that in, schedule it in. Give yourself permission to relax. It's also, you know, having things in your life that you look forward to. It's like a little gift of something that, you know, you get to experience tomorrow or later today or next week, whenever it is. And even just the anticipation of that thing you really get to do that you've been thinking about lightens your energy, changes your energy. And then when you get to do that thing and you have that great experience, your energy really changes. Therefore, when you go back to all the stuff you have to do, you're in a different energetic state. So the things you attract in your life, or the way you go about doing something. I see somebody dancing while doing the dishes. So even if you have to do the dishes or do the laundry, maybe put some good music on. Dance around, you know, kind of make it something that's a little more fun. I see somebody dancing. So even if it's the things that you have to get done, see if there's a different way you can go about doing them. But I do see that you are finding little tricks where you can kind of switch up your energy and just do things different. So I hear it doesn't feel like a drag. And if there's a lot going on and it just feels like you're always dragging, eventually, you know, the battery, even if it's like when you fill up the battery, you fill it up like to 2%, it goes down. You're up to 2% and it goes down. You're up to 4% and it goes down. You have to get that up to as close to 100 as you can. And then you're gonna last longer. You're gonna be able to give from a full plate. Even if your intention is great and you really want to help out people in your life and you really want to do these projects, but if your energy is drained, you just can't give what you don't have. So you need to give something back to you. Make you a priority right now. So I like that message, and it is important. So we're going to move along to, I'm going to show you this box. So I just got this beautiful deck of cards from a dear friend of mine. If you're watching, I love you so much. Thank you so much for giving me this gorgeous deck of cards and providing this blessing so I can share it with all of you here. It's called the Healing Waters, and I just want to show you the box. I'm not usually impressed with a box, but I am impressed with this box. It's so beautiful. So let's get some messages from the Healing Waters. Really loud, and get some more depth on you filling up your battery, filling up your plate, having a change in your energy, switching something around so you have more to give, giving back to yourself. Also, speaking of gift, I would like to give something back to you guys. I'm so grateful for you all being here, and I don't do private readings, but I am doing a little contest, I guess, where I'm gonna give a free private reading through a private link on YouTube. And if you're interested in a private reading, just like this video so that I know that's something you're interested in. I've never done anything like this before. And also, to enter you, just put an emoji that you like, and maybe an uplifting, inspirational word, something that is like an uplifting energy for us all, and I will enter you in. And every time there is a reading, it can be any reading you watch, it doesn't have to be this one, all the comments I'm going through, and I'm putting the names on a little piece of paper and folding them up, and I have a little bowl going on, so every time there's a reading, I'll take everybody's name. So I guess if there is more than one reading and you've commented, you're going to be in the bowl more than once. So, and then I'm going to have my sister do the drawing. So hopefully you guys are interested in that. And if this is something that goes well, maybe I will continue it or do it more often. So that being said, let's get a beautiful Healing Waters message for the collective right now. What would be something helpful and healing to know about the energy going on right now, please and thank you. Ooh, you have the Mother of the Salt Waters. Maybe some of you are connecting to the ocean, or this is a cleansing energy. I just think of how salt can be very, very healing. Maybe you are taking a salt bath or just dipping your toes in the ocean. One of the things in this world that makes me giggle and laugh more than anything else, and I don't know why, is jumping in the waves at the ocean. I laugh like a child. So maybe laughing, or maybe laughing is like a healing energy for you, or jumping in the waves, just being around the ocean, that salt water. If you are anywhere where you can maybe try out that salt deprivation tank, those are really amazing. Just make sure you have some fresh water, because if you touch your face, there's so much salt that it gets kind of stingy, but it completely takes toxins out of your body, and it's a pretty cool experience, like you're floating in outer space. There are also places that have salt caves, but also, if some of you have sore muscles, maybe you've been overworking something, a salt, even Epsom salt, bath can really do wonders. So maybe it's about cleansing, or it could be about passion, like the message on here says. So maybe maybe this is taking a little twisteroo in the reading here. It could be what you're passionate about. That could be, you know, what fuels up your gas tank. Could be a person you're passionate about, or somebody coming in. Wild love. Opening your heart and letting love in. Oh, this is a big energy, guys. So not only is something coming into your life, and maybe just an overall cleanse, maybe that's what changes up your energy. Maybe that's why some of you needed your full battery to handle this big wild love that's coming into your life. Whatever that is, it doesn't have to be a partnership. It could be something you are really into. But that means that you really want to be there. I hear make room. So I just see a schedule. I see this. If this is somebody or something in your life, you're going to make room for it. You're going to make it happen. And if this is somebody coming in your life that is connecting to you, you're going to be not just scheduled in. I see some kind of spontaneous things happening too, but I see somebody really showing up again and again and again. Like, I feel like these waves even get bigger. But it does start with opening up your heart. If you're closed off to any kind of, you know, big wave that wants to come in, an opportunity that you need to take a ride on, then you're not going to get very far. It's like something's just going to bob on by you. So, all right, let's see. Let's see where this is going, guys. I kind of think that, I don't know, I'm getting even. I think for some of you, this is something you are passionately working on, or you're going to figure out how passionate you are about something. It could just be even something you're doing on the side. A subject you're learning about, a class you signed up for. I don't know why I see somebody playing a trumpet, maybe an instrument, dance class. Maybe if some of you are in school, it might not even be that spectacular or interesting of a subject, but you have a really good teacher that's super passionate about how they teach something. Therefore, all of a sudden, something that you maybe thought would be a really boring class becomes really passionate. Like, you get excited to go to that class and learn that thing. I don't think that's for all of you, but I do see somebody in a really cool class. And I think it has to do with either your overall passion, but I think it has to do with someone you're connecting to in that class. Hey, maybe that's where you find that person that you connect to, or the teacher. But for some of you, this might be a really wild kind of love coming into your life. So that being said, let's pull both. Something on, did I bring a career deck? I think I did. I brought the life and career. I think that will work appropriately. And then let's pull some love cards and then see with the tarot how everything balances out. I know everybody has different situations and many situations going on at once. So always just take what resonates for you. If it doesn't feel like it's your message, it's for someone else. So let's get a career and life oracle card and get a little bit of clarity on career and life. What would be helpful for the collective to know, please and thank you. Oh yeah, something's gonna happen fast. This is that bunny that looks like it has a feather boa on. So you might have to turn on a dime. I mean, if big passionate love for anything, even career, comes into your life, you're gonna make some changes. You're gonna do what's necessary to have more of that passion in your life. But this could be a change at work as well. Maybe that's a specific person that comes in and sort of make some big adjustments. Sometimes that can be weird if you're used to something. But I am getting that you're going to be the one to change faster than maybe other people around you. Let me see what this says. I need my good old readers here. You'll be leaving a job suddenly. For some of you, you're going to leave a job all of a sudden, but I feel like that's because you have a bigger opportunity coming. Whether you know it now or you figure that out down the line, there's something bigger coming in. I just see kind of like this. I guess if I had to like visually describe something, like a door, and then I see a bigger door and a bigger door. So even if you have to maybe go through a couple of doors first, when you see how gigantic that opportunity is with the big door, it's worth it. Almost like a reversed Russian doll, like starting at the little one and then it gets bigger and bigger, but something has to keep opening up. I hope it made sense. It says, or you're getting a job very quickly. For some of you, it's like the first thing you try. Or you even have a conversation with someone and they see how much they connect to you, or how much you know, or how much of an asset you would be to a partnership, or like an environment, but it could be a company or a corporation, maybe even a restaurant, something like that. Maybe even like a, I'm getting a startup kind of energy. But I feel like you are recognized as a true asset, and I hear the word cherished. Like somebody really wants you on board. So, or your work for some of you, if it's not about you leaving or in a different environment or something you have on the side, there's something within your environment that you are used to that is changing. So that could be a new person coming into the mix, maybe even new rules. I'm getting more of a revamping thing. So that can be weird if you're used to something, but I just see that, I don't know why that bunny looks like it's wearing a big feather boa. So I just feel like something's being like spruced up a little bit. And I feel like these changes are positive. So something can change very fast in a short amount of time, but just go with the flow. Be flexible, go with the flow. I don't think you should ruffle anybody's feather boa or ruffle anyone's feathers in a situation. Just kind of, I see you observing something to know when to step in. Maybe when to even speak up, maybe even if you have some better suggestions or something like that to be, you know, helpful with. I feel like it's the timing of when you suggest them. But if you suggest something too fast because it's that you just aren't used to something yet, get used to it first, because you might like these changes. I am getting a little tongue-tied. That usually means that somebody is having trouble speaking. So maybe wait until you're solid with what you want to say before you, I just get like, I see the feathers ruffled before you speak up. I feel like you're gonna feel pretty grounded faster than you thought. I'm just getting you're gonna really like these changes, even if you think you don't in the beginning. And if this does have to do with a partnership or a relationship for some of you, this could be somebody coming in very fast, where all of a sudden somebody with, what did that card say? Where'd it go? I put them all in the bag here so they didn't fall in the water, and I don't know where it went. Well, if someone is dropped into your life with a lot of passionate energy, then I see that you're going to probably want to make some big changes. I have no idea where the card went. Did I put it back? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I did. I put it back in the box so it didn't get wet, but maybe I'll put it here so I can see it. I'm getting this whole like sitting on a tiny little rock in the middle of the water adjustment thing. Hey, going with the changes as they come in. So let's get another message from this same deck, and then let's go to something a little more love-based, just to kind of be balanced with this reading for you guys. What is another message on these fast changes coming into the collective? Illumination. Yeah, that door, like, so the door that got bigger and bigger and bigger, I feel like something's also getting brighter and brighter. This jar of lights was inside here. You can kind of see this opportunity, but the lid was on the jar. The lid was on the box. Something had to be first opened up. Maybe that right conversation, that right opportunity, that right connection that you have, so that something can sort of be let go, can grow bigger than stuck in that jar. It's you having illumination, seeing clearly, the light turning on somewhere. So something that was hidden, something you didn't see before. Maybe you had an inkling that there was something going on, but you didn't really have all the information or all the knowledge yet, is coming to light now. So you might find out about, maybe that was a message for some of you. There was maybe you're gonna hear somebody or something you can't miss. You will find out about new jobs. There's an S on that. Opportunities and options. Someone lends you a helping hand. So I feel like there is somebody, maybe behind a closed door or behind the scenes, supporting you, working on your behalf, maybe doing, I see like making some connections right now that you can't even see, that you will recognize as a gigantic blessing in your life later. I see you like shaking hands with someone, but I see somebody else that you were hugging, which is really nice. So it could even be for some of you, if that's an opportunity, maybe a friend introduces you to somebody that you really connect with and start dating. Or maybe even a stranger connects you. If you just start talking to someone random, or you know, someone out at a restaurant or something like that, and they're like, oh, you know, I have a friend that you would probably really like. Why don't I give you their number? And then it's almost like that's the handshake. And then maybe the hug is the passionate, but I see it the other way too. If some of you are connecting to somebody via new job, so, you know, good old fashioned, like handshake agreement kind of energy, and then you're going to run to that person that hooked you up and give them a big ass hug. Like a lot of gratitude. I just feel like it's just not quite come into illumination yet. You will become very clear with what's going on pretty soon. So, ooh, this is hard to sit on this rock. I'm adjusting like how my legs are. Maybe next time I'll bring a pillow out here too, but I bet you if I brought a pillow, I would definitely fall in the water. Maybe I'll bring like a cushion, or like a floaty to sit on. All right, so let's get some love messages. Let's see what I brought here for you guys. And it doesn't have to be a lovey-dovey romantic relationship for all of you. It could just be about a love partnership, somebody that you love, a friendship. Just opening your heart to the energy of love. But what did I bring? That's the big question. Let's see. I don't know. Oh, I do. I have the divine truth. So that's the one that I see. So maybe that's the one that we need to hear from. I thought I brought that little, like, the sassy fairy one. The little pink one. But I don't see it. So that one is not supposed to come out, and the divine truth is. So let's get the divine truth. I'm going to try to hold this entire deck this time. And let's just get some clarity on what's going on for the collective, for you guys right now, within partnerships, love, romance. What does it think do? Whew. You guys. All right, this, I feel like it doesn't even matter what deck I pull, this message just keeps wanting to come out for you. And look at how many cards are here. So some of you are either preparing for, concerned, or confused about if something is, or you're on this train. The twin flame train is entering into your life, or already there, like all aboard, except it's only between you and one other person. So it's just a partnership that wants to be in your life, that is in your life, that doesn't feel like anything else. It's not comparable, period. It's just not like anything else. It's probably very confusing. And I feel like a really big thing to express is the answer's not out there on what this is or what's going to happen. The answer is inside of you, and this partnership is between you and somebody else on the deepest soul level possible, and it is protected by God and the divine. It always has been, it always will be, and it is. So your journey is your journey. Where you are on this journey is different for all of you, but this journey always ends up skyrocketing your soul. It's where you will have such an expansion in spirituality that spiritual energy magnifies into the 3D reality and creates this, not just illumination, not just these changes, not just this passion and this opening of your heart, but it's going to go into every area of your life. It's going to change everything. Sometimes this is something meant to come in and ground you and solidify itself in this lifetime. In that case, you and this person are probably going to change the world, not just yourselves, because it's such a blessed union. But for some of you, you are going to meet someone and it might not ever get off the ground. But you know what will? You're going to still skyrocket, because you are still a whole, beautiful, special, unique soul. So if you were meant to meet somebody that's making that much difference in your soul and that many changes in your life, you're still going to expand. You're going to still be exactly where you're supposed to be. Maybe that's all you signed up for, to meet and to catapult you into huge changes in your life. Because these are bigger changes than the regular karmic kind of situation or your regular lesson you signed up for in your Down Here on Earth book. This is a big one, which means it's probably not easy. It's probably the hardest lesson you've ever had to learn, and it's going to continue. But it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It means it's in God's hands. It's inside your heart and soul, and it's also a matter of free will. Not just on your part, but on someone else's part. So all you can do is bring that energy back to you. It's not about controlling someone else. It's about complete release on love that is absolutely 100% unconditional, and wishing that both you and whoever this is that you are thinking about or coming into your world, because some of you haven't had this or don't know what this is, but this message keeps coming in, so it's having awareness on it to possibly prepare you for some big, what is this? Some big wild love coming into your world. It's gonna change it all. But you have to believe that the highest and best thing for wherever you are right now on your journey is also coming in. That might not be this person. It might not be the position you're at work. It might not be the thing you went to school for. There's something usually pretty damn huge that's going to change, though. But the biggest change is in your spiritual evolution, growing these beautiful spiritual wings. And this is probably happening to someone else, but the timing of how fast those wings grow and how easy it is to learn how to fly is different for everyone. But it's complete faith, and it's wanting the best for the other person. Whether it's, you know, this lifetime, the next one, the next one, the next one. It's always that this is somebody you want to see happy. But when it comes to matters of the heart, it's not always happy, because when it comes to matters of the heart, shit hurts really bad. So it's going through difficult shit too for some of you, and it's just getting through it best you can wherever you are. They know this is a once in a lifetime type of love, and you feel like home, because it's not a house, it's at home in your soul. It's feeling really comfortable with all the facets of who you are. But if this person is a mirror, you're going to see stuff about you that you probably don't like, because this person is holding up a mirror to all the facets of you, and yet they love all of it. All of it's still perfect. But you have probably also held this mirror up to somebody else, and it's probably been the most beautiful thing that has ever happened to this person, or will if this has not happened yet. And it's going to be hard at times. So I hope that was helpful. I find this a hard message to talk about, because I don't think it's, I don't feel like I have an answer. And I feel like a lot of videos, a lot of channels are devoted to just this, and it's sort of become this commercialized thing, and it's not. And anything that is that divine and that protected by God, it's personal. So it's not going to really be an answer that you get out there. It's inside, and it's between you and the divine. That's where the answer is, because everybody's journey is so different. So I do want to point out, though, that this card is uber sassy. And it does look like a little bit of wild love going on. I do really like this card. So, where's that card came out? Alright, let's get another message for you guys. So I don't know if that's for all of you, but it's definitely for a core group of you two here, because I don't know how many hundreds of decks I have, and that card just seems to want to keep popping on up for you guys. So let's get another message. Please and thank you on all of this illumination, this passion, these fast changes, these big opportunities opening up for you. Does the collective need to be here to be helpful, please, and thank you. Stressed, yeah. I mean, anything that's just, let's go back to the you know, being in school, or having a lot on your plate, running on empty. Love, matters of the heart. It's easy to get overwhelmed and get stressed out. And it's easy to lose the focus on the right things when stress is involved. So you might be stressed. This could also be what someone else is going through. And this is coming through to give you some clarity on why someone's making some wonky decisions. Because it's hard to handle big changes or big things with a lot on your plate when you're stressed about a situation, or when big changes need to happen and they're not happening, or the timing is off, or whatever it is. It's always that, all that outside stuff that sort of affects your energy, and when stress comes in, it's now internal. So maybe somebody is learning to relieve some stress, or something has to change for the stressful situation to sort of chill out a little bit. Someone has all these books. It's like the gears in their head are moving. It's like a paper airplane. There's money, there's a clock, there's a big light bulb on the computer, there's so many ideas. Books are open. It's a big old mess-a-roo going on with this person. And they just want to like fly away from the situation. It says somebody is emotionally drained to the point where they're beginning to shut down. So when this kind of energy comes in, sometimes it is a healthy thing to just go back to center, prayer, ask for help, take a day off, do what you can to adjust the schedule, adjust the stress. If this is pressure you're putting on anybody to have something happen faster or to know what something is, and they have a lot on their plate, that is just going to cause more stress. You can say, hey, if you need anything, I'm here. And this person has to be ready to ask for help and be willing to open their arms for that help to take it. It's that leading a horse to water thing. It's funny. You can lead a horse to water, but it tends to be like when I think about giving water to Buddy, I don't really have to lead him to the water. I just kind of do this. And I make the wishy-washy sounds, and so he can hear it, and then he comes. So I don't know why that came through now. I just think that's funny when he does that. So maybe it's the offer, but somebody has to come in on their own accord. And if this is you that's stressed out and somebody else is stressing you out, then maybe you need to have a conversation or give yourself some space from a particular person or place so you can get your own energy back. I also see that some of you need to be more organized, or somebody does need to be a little bit more organized. Because it's easy to get overwhelmed in the mind when you see that you got to do the dishes and you left all your notes and all the bills that you have to pay out over there. And in the back of your mind, you know you have to pay that one bill and call that person back that texted you 4 days ago that you forgot to text back. And all that stuff is kind of like, it's like that builds up inside of you until, yeah, there's just like a shutdown. So maybe it's bird by bird. My mom always says that. When you feel overwhelmed by something, just do one thing at a time. Don't get overwhelmed by the big process. Just what is the first thing you can do to take one step to make one thing a little bit lighter on your plate. And if you are in a connection and it's not some separation thing, and you have something you can do to help someone else take some stress out of their life and help them out, then maybe make an offer. Be like, hey, I can totally do that thing for you. I can pick you up a sandwich on the way home. Or, like, give me your laundry. I'll do it. I love folding clothes. Whatever it is. Maybe you can make some suggestions that person never thought of, and then maybe they'll take you up on it. Maybe they won't. But if there's any kind of distance between you and someone else, you can only take the energy back to you. I mean, that could be really difficult to see if you see somebody is stressed out and they're not accepting help. But let's get another message and see. Get a little clarity on that stress. Somebody emotionally drained. Sweet. I'm going to show you the bottom. I just put that upright. And I feel like that might go with the energies coming in. So let's take both of these. Sweets. So, I mean, there is somebody in your life that no matter how stressed out they are, even if it's about you, you always kind of have this sweet energy. Look at the parrot. Somebody thinks you're sweet as candy. Like you're a treat. I really like this card. You're like candy, cake, and chocolate. The decadence of your soul makes me melt. I feel like that's like a really weird Valentine's Day card. Maybe Valentine's Day is important. Valentine's Day is the day I started back doing readings again. Huh. Forgot about that. Maybe Valentine's Day, or like someone's like your Valentine. I just thought of My Funny Valentine, that song. I don't know if any other songs came through. This does make me think of DNCE, Cake by the Ocean, but there's a line in that song that I like, and it says something about spend time with the masterpiece or don't. I like that line. Maybe I'll find those lyrics. Maybe this card needed to come out for that song. It's almost like, I mean, if somebody here, I just want to say, even if it's not this, and it's just a mere soul, or it's your soulmate, and it doesn't have that label, whoever this person is, I'm getting, they're just not comparable. It's not comparable to anything else. So, I don't know why this says sweets, but I'm thinking of honey. And the honey makes me think of bees. And the bees just feel like such a special energy that they keep the earth alive. Like that kind of big. Not like a piece of chocolate cake sweet, but something different. Also, honey. There's honey that they found in the tombs of Egypt. And it's thousands of years old, and it is still good. There's just something so special about honey. I always think of it as like almost like manna in the Bible. I mean, I don't know if that's what it is, but that's always what I kind of connect it to. Maybe you connect to Egypt. But I am seeing something as it just doesn't have an expiration date. Maybe that's also why this card needed to come through. But I don't see it as like an artificial sweetener. It's not something artificial that was put in to make it last longer. I hear the word truth. So something's the truth. And maybe after these changes in your life, or this is what this person you're thinking about is going through. They're jumping in this bathtub in their funny little 19, I don't know why I thought of 1925. Maybe that's a year that was really specific. Maybe that's like somebody in your family was born in 1925. That was a long time ago. Or maybe something happened when you were 25, or you're 25. Or 19. 19's like the sun, but that bathing suit looks like really old. And there's not water coming out of this bath, it's light. So somebody is releasing negative thoughts and people. If somebody's vibration is changing, if this is your vibration changing, then those people and places and things and environments that you are not now matching anymore, they are now incompatible, they feel weird, it doesn't feel like it's meant for you or the spot you want to be in anymore, then there's either a big old cut-a-roo from that, or it's a natural drifting away so that you have more opportunity to match with other people, new friends, the right job, the right support system in your life where you are elevated. Because our lives change. So things that were good for us when we were 19 or 25 or 65 or 75 can change in an instant. But the change happens in you. So somebody is making big changes in their mindset, in their energy, cleansing of people, major spiritual cleanse, and coming to a rebirth. Coming back around like they're not even the same person anymore. And that's pretty big. So I want to get an animal. I want to do this animal deck because it's so beautiful. I don't think I've ever had an animal deck where the pictures are so gorgeous. So let's get an animal spirit for you guys. Let's get one, let's get two. Let's get one for you. And let's get one for the person you're thinking about, or a new person coming into your life, whether this is business or a new friend or somebody that's like a super hot romance. Whatever this is. Let's just pull you one spirit animal. And this is just where your energy is right now. Spirit animal for the collective is, hey, look at you with your flamingo. I love this because I feel like it's the nutritious, like it's the things that the flamingos eat that makes them pink. So it's that nutrition energy going inside of you, and not just changing your energy, it actually changes how you're physically feeling, looking, doing. So maybe some of you are doing a little glow up. I also think of how when it's kind of pretty when the two flamingos put their little beaks together and do a little flamingo kiss. It makes a heart. But maybe this is you standing tall on your own right now. 29. And let's get what the energy of the person you're connecting to is. Please and thank you. The buffalo. The buffalo is like a magical animal. I feel like in Native America, this always represented like big changes in. It was like an omen. Like when crops would be bigger, when there would be, I'm getting even bigger than that, like spiritual changes in energy of earth. I feel like the buffalo is blessings. It's also a 9. So maybe the person is having big spiritual changes in their life. Like cycles. Let's see what these are. Let's look at that buffalo first. It's expressing gratitude for life's blessings. So this person is entering into a, I see that hug again. So maybe this is for some of you not that like super sassy thing, but this is somebody that like helped you out. Maybe this is that person, we're kind of coming full circle, that helped you out behind the scenes. Maybe you're seeing how this person is a blessing in your life, or this person is seeing you as a blessing, whoever this is. In the prairies of the buffalo represents abundance. This is also protection. This person could be protecting you. Also spiritual protection. And it connects deeply with the earth, reminding us of our place within our intricate web of life. It teaches us the understanding of cycles between scarcity and abundance, because it's all about cycles. It's never just going to be one plateau thing. There's always going to be a season where, you know, the garden is lush, love is lush, and then there's going to be that dry ass period where you need to drag the hose out to the garden. And then yours is the flamingo, which is so cool. Such a cool bird. Big ass pink bird. Number 29, it's striving for social harmony. This was your card. Maybe it's about fitting in, but maybe you don't. Maybe it's about standing out, expressing yourself. It's a distinct grace, exemplifies harmony in social engagements. Whatever I said way before in the reading about like not ruffling somebody's feathers, just being graceful either under pressure or with anything big that's changing. If anyone new comes into the mix, maybe it's just you offering this graceful energy. I see charisma. And it promotes cohesion. Much like the flamingo poised, poised. Oh my God, I need my glasses. Adaptation. I'm gonna try to hold this back so I can see it. We too can move and flow with elegance. understanding, and balance. That is critical. So you have to just handle the situation with grace. That's your message. And know that there are going to be some big changes of abundance and possibly scarcity, but everything will go back into a new cycle with someone else, but it's seeing the blessings in all of those situations. Because it's complicated down here, and it's all beautiful. It's not all pink flamingos, butterflies, rainbows, and unicorns. Gotta have a little grit, a little dirt, a little weird, a little dark, a little hard. And let's sum this up. Oh my gosh, I didn't even do the tarot. I didn't even do the tarot, guys. So I guess this was just going to be one of those readings where the oracle messages needed to come through. But we're not going to not do the tarot. So I have the Tarot of the Mermaids. I mean, yeah, the Mermaid Tarot. So let's get a couple of tarot messages. I hope you guys are enjoying the reading so far, but let's get the basic energy. I was just going to go right to the message of the universe, but we need to get a little foundation and structure on the reading. So let's dive on in. What is the foundational energy for the collective, please, and thank you. Well, that's pretty nice. Your foundational energy is happiness, the happily ever after, and knowing that that is in reality and it's not a fairy tale, and yet the fairy tale is real, all in one. This is being grateful to the people around you that come into your life now, that were in your life in the past, that come in the future, that make you happy. I love that quote. I'm going to always think of that with this card, because the people that bring happiness and joy in your life are like the charming gardeners that make your soul sing. So it's being in that energy of gratitude. Here it is, you with other mermaids, and it looks like you're getting a feast ready. So maybe there's a festival energy where you meet somebody. I mean, you did have this energy of the flamingo. You kind of grooving with a big group. So maybe you need to go to a party, a festival, a concert, a gathering, a dinner party, a restaurant, an engagement, something like that. A wedding even. And I kind of just feel like you're out and about in public, like at the local farmer's market or something like that. The Ten of Cups is feeling gratitude to every small moment that you have. It's not about the big happily ever after. It's that happily ever after is right where you are now, because now is what you have. Upside down, it's lack of fulfillment in the things that are blessings. Lack of fulfillment in seeing the blessing in the things that are hard and real. It's the same thing. It's just the situation, the everyday life is the same. Your mindset and your heart about it is what's different. Clarity on the Ten of Cups. I feel like it's starting to get a little bit dark out here. I know my lighting is probably super weird. I have none here. But I actually attempted to start the reading on the shore, and the sun was so hot on me that I couldn't focus. I couldn't see anything. So I saw the shade was out here in the middle of the water, so that's where I ventured to. Clarity on the Ten of Cups, please, and thank you. Judgment. I think this is appropriate, because this is your soul's judgment. This is judgment calls. This is you when you catapult your spiritual energy. It's releasing judgment on anyone else. Everyone's got their own lesson, their own pace, their own timing, their own willpower, their own everything. So it's releasing judgment on others. Don't worry about what others think about you. It's you in your heart, in your soul, to your higher self and God. And this is where you make big changes. It's not just the Justice card. This is spiritual changes. This is changes inside of you. It could be that this amazing blessing, or seeing the amazing blessings in all that you have, is what is changing you. It could be a partnership that comes in your life. that has changed you, has made you see the light at the end of the tunnel, the possibilities for this beautiful future. But not everybody's ready to come out of their bubble. Some people came out of the bubble, they don't really know how to use their little mermaid tail or their merman tail, not sure how to swim yet. And then the other ones are elevating. And then you have somebody here. It's not just elevating and reaching for something, they're creating this vortex of energy. They're creating the changes. They're stepping into their own beautiful, divine, creative power of source to make it happen. Here, it's going through a karmic lesson, knowing better, and repeating it. Staying in your bubble when you know it's unhealthy. Really feeling weird about something you did in the past and then not making the changes necessary so you don't do it again now or in the future. That's judgment upside down. Or it's completely feeling swallowed by somebody else's judgment upon you and giving that way too much power, giving anybody else way too much power on who you are inside. Or having so much judgment on somebody else that you are stressing somebody out because they cannot live up to those expectations, even if you see the best in them. But here, I always feel like you have that connection to Source, to God. This is where you get divine help from the angelic realms, because the angels are the messengers of God that are closest to our vibration to be more of assistance and help to us. So you are receiving some divine assistance and help, and so is somebody else, or your overall situation if this is just you moving to a new chapter, doing something independently and on your own, going to a new job, moving into a new partnership, but it's not doing anything the same way. And it's keeping the beautiful lessons that you are proud of, the beautiful karmic, beautiful, loving seeds that you have already planted and are going to continue to plant because you know they're going to flourish in your life. And not just having a tiny little garden, having a complete forest that expands farther and farther the more you walk through your life. Hearing the big call when the judgment card comes in. It's knowing something has to change. Like that, it's like a conch shell. Like, like you see like that mermaid, like you hear the call. You can answer. Someone else hear the call and they're gonna answer. Hopefully. Let's see. What is this big judgment call about? Number 20. Now you have 10, 20. I don't have a song, but I keep hearing Steely Dan, or maybe you like Steely Dan, or maybe I need to find a Steely Dan song that has to do with whatever I may have just said, or something in the reading. It was very clear, but the song wasn't. So maybe there's the right song, maybe I don't know, maybe there's a Steely Dan song I don't know, but I'll like put in the lyrics or the words of whatever came through in this reading and see if something comes up. I'm kind of curious now. I like Steely Dan a lot. Let's see. Clarity on this judgment, please, and thank you. Yeah, you got the Three of Wands, so you're leaving the comfort zone. Someone else is leaving the comfort zone. You are looking at the whole perspective, but you have the correct tool to zoom in if you need. This is getting past the plans, getting past that potential partnership, and stepping out of the kingdom to put those plans in action. This is getting in the car and hitting the gas. This is also active waiting. I see this as the active waiting card. You know, something's going to come in. The big call was sent out. God and the universe heard. The delivery is on its way, but don't waste your time in the meantime because you got now. So do something productive and positive and vibrationally bright with your energy now while this thing is coming on in. It's coming. Don't get over anticipation, you know, waiting. A fish just jumped. Oh, that was so cool. It jumped like right out of the water. You know, it's not parking your ass by the mailbox waiting for the mailman. They're coming. You know, it's go do your project. Go do that thing you wanted to sign up for. Go learn more about that thing. Go call the person that you'll enjoy hanging around. Do that thing that you should be doing, like just for yourself. You know, taking a relaxing bath or whatever it is. It's getting your energy back in the meantime, but just know something is working its way here, so you got to hit your own gas tank. Look at what is right around you that you can zoom in on and know when you need to pull back on something. I really like her mermaid her tail. It's like a really pretty, almost like a, I don't know, like a cool goldfish. I just thought of that song. I want to say maybe it's Odessa, but I'm not sure. And something about dripping in gold. Something about like, why don't you like me like the other boys do? Maybe it's I get that if whatever is attracted to you is not going to miss you, they are going to believe you are a golden opportunity. So if there's any kind of opportunity that some of you are worried about because you're not getting the attention that you should, because you are so valuable and deserve to be treated with respect and love and dignity and get the attention that you deserve. So if there's anyone around you kind of dismissing you and not recognizing you, that's not the right person. Or that person's not in the right vibration to match you. So look to where you are treated like gold. That was a really weird thing to see. And now I just thought of the sexy video with the roller skates by CHET Gold. And I don't care how many times that's come in the playlist. That is the best video song ever. I will put that awesome video up just so you can see those amazing girls on their roller skates. All right, clarity on this Three of Rods. Let's get one more just to kind of clarify what these productive plans are about, this thing that you have to wait for. It's always like this kind of energy. Like you're waiting on something here, so you have to let it go, but then you have to put energy in somewhere else so that can come back around. It's just having your energy in the right place and out of the wrong place where it can't be controlled. One message just to clarify that Three of Wands, please, and then we will sum this reading up with a message from the universe. One more message, please, and thank you. And I haven't done a long reading like this in a while, but I guess we got a doozy today, so hopefully the messages that came through here were helpful. And then you got the moon. The siren is making that call. The moon is really powerful. I really like the moon. But I'm getting that either you connect to music, maybe you connect to somebody's voice. This is you tapping into your intuition, big time. Being willing to dive deep under the surface of yourself, of a situation, in your emotions, so they can heal, so something can come to light. This is the same as that buffalo. It's the cycles of the moon, knowing when it's time to let something rest, complete something, finish something up, let it go, and time to start something new, and new progress and growth that will come in your life. This is learning to tap into your true intuition inside of you, the feelings that you have, and riding it all. Sometimes this is secrets, but that will come to light and be illuminated eventually. I feel like you had that card. Did you? I have everything on this rock here. Yeah. So something will be illuminated. If it was a secret, if it was underneath, something is going to reach out, come to light. Here, It's holding on to something a little too much. Like restricting energy and restricting emotions so that they end up like overwhelming you inside, even if you put on a sound face on the outside. It's just addressing things that are going on inside of you, because that creates healing. The moon is very powerful. It's going with the ebb and the flow of changes as they come. There's a lot of musical energy in this though, so I will say for some of you, maybe you really connect to music, or that somebody might just send you a song, or they hear songs on the radio and you're the one they think about. For others, if you are a musician and you have a song in you and you're not getting it out there, we want to hear your song. If somebody wants to hear your song, or it's just about getting out that song that puts maybe something that you went through in your life into a positive and productive plan that maybe helps heal a situation. Maybe some of you need to write a poem. And if you do anything and you sing, or you play an instrument, or you create art, or you have a personal, beautiful expression about yourself, then express it. Don't bottle it in. And let's sum this reading up with one message from the universe. I did not expect to be sitting out here on this rock. I think my butt's numb. I think I've been sitting on this hard rock. I think it's a very good idea next time to bring that floaty out here so I can sit on it. Oh my goodness. All right, let's get one more message from the universe for you guys. Also, that's Major Arcana number 18. And I feel like you had like 18, 9, 18, 19, 29. Were those the numbers that came through? And maybe 3, 10, and 20. Message, please. And wow, look at that eye. When I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about how I see the world. I feel like there was something that came through. Maybe with this one. There's something before that said about it's all the same circumstances. No, it was the Ten of Cups. Whether it's a weird day or a great day, whether it was a hard lesson or a beautiful one, it's all about how you see it. And this is seeing something through your third eye, through your higher self, your crown chakra, and also maybe your heart. Because how you see the world, how you see yourself, how you see situations is how you navigate. Notice opportunities that might not have been there before. See how something that you got swallowed up in emotional land, like that moon before, maybe was a blessing in disguise, or redirected you for growth, to get someone somewhere else, to be in a new place for a new opportunity, and to have growth. And with this and that bird, I bid you adieu. Thank you so much for being here out in the middle of the water with me today. I love you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day and a beautiful evening, and I will see you soon.